I didn't get to do the Sunday live stream as I usually do because I was traveling. I am in a different state. I'm not in California at the moment. I'm in another state, so that's why it was hard for me to keep to the schedule. But here I am at your disposal. If you need a tarot reading, please email me in the description box. You can donate to the channel too so that I can keep providing you quality content. And I'm just going to hang out until we get some people in the room. Also, if anybody is interested, I also have some art for sale. If you can see in the background. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That painting right there, there's two pieces of art there. One of them is a star and another is a guitar painting. Anyways, this is just an example of some art that I have created and that I have for sale, other types of art if anybody's interested. So while we wait for people to get into the chat, I'll get an angel message from our Angel Oracle deck. Let's see who's talking to us. Archangel Michael. I talk too fast. Archangel Michael is coming through strongly here. We also have Trust in Reverse. So these two entities are present at the moment. We have Trust in Reverse and Archangel Michael. So first and foremost, the guy that is going to be representing the stream today is going to be Archangel Michael. I stand for justice. And truth. I live from integrity. So make sure you're always being honest and doing things with integrity. Okay? To be right and just in the world. There is a message coming through about trust. We had this card come out in reverse. The Angel of Trust. I trust in the divine power of goodness and love to protect and guide me. So I feel as though with these two energies together, the divine really wants me to send a message to you, the collective, whoever views. Archangel Michael and the Angel of Trust are saying that you really have to trust, you have to learn to trust yourself. Because if you don't trust yourself, then that could lead you to making poor judgment calls. You could be making poor judgment calls. If you believe in whatever higher power is out there, whatever you believe in your higher power source, all good, all that's good in the world, if you start to believe in all that is good in the world and you trust your own mind, you'll make better decisions. Okay, so that's the message that's coming through here. I'm just doing a guided message until the chat becomes full, okay? Archangel Michael is in the chat with us, is here, is present with us, wanting everybody to start believing in divinity again. The way that works is that you learn to trust yourself. By having compassion and love for yourself, you make decisions out of love and trust. That will create less chaos in your life. You will attract less chaos, less dark energy. If you come from a place of love and trust, as I mentioned before, if you don't trust your own thoughts and your own mind, then you're not going to have a good connection to the divine. Whatever you believe the divine is, whatever the source of creation is, that connection is in here. It's in the crown chakra. It's in all your chakras. It's in the skin. It's in you. So if you don't like yourself, if you don't trust yourself, therefore you don't love God. You don't love divinity. You don't love source. You don't love creation. So start there. Start with that. Start with having the loving kindness and compassion for yourself. See what it does to the rest of your outer world. You'll be amazed. You'll be surprised. And if you're allowed to trust yourself, then you're going to start making better choices. And the way that I've been doing that in the mornings when I have a lot of thoughts in my head running around, I don't trust myself to do what I need to do, I try and envision myself as a child. That whole inner child thing isn't a reality if you can't see it externally. So when you look in the mirror in the morning, put a little picture of yourself as a baby. Try to imagine that you are taking care of a baby. The baby, you. It's going to change everything that you do. You're not going to rush around and have coffee. You're not going to feed your baby coffee. You're going to feed your baby good, rich food. That baby is you. So it's just what I've been trying to incorporate in my life to have more compassion to myself and to bring more love into my life. It starts with you. Okay, so Archangel Michael wanted me to talk about that today. That was our first angel oracle message. Was the angel, Archangel Michael, and the angel of trust. Okay, so to trust in the divine, if you want to trust in it more, have trust in yourself, make better choices, have more compassion, love, and understanding for yourself and for other people, and see what that brings into your life. See if you don't have better people in your life. Because I'm going to tell you, number one, if you're in a really abusive relationship and you start seeing yourself as a baby, you're going to want to protect yourself from that abusive relationship. You're going to remove yourself from everything that's bad for a baby. Even if your parents did you wrong, you are now your parent. So anyway, how's everyone doing? I see some messages in the chat here. Going on my little oracle rant. The plot thickens. Subbed and liked. My name is Amira Katharina, but people just call me Amira. Hi, Amira. How does Whaley currently consciously feel about me? Well, I'm going to start out by Helena asking you, do you like this person? How well do you know this person? We'll see what the tarot says, but think of your. I always judge other people based on, would my mom like this person? Would my dad like this person? Believe it or not, we really, unless your parents were not loving and were toxic people themselves, your parents always want the best for you. So, and before I even think about whether or not I like someone else, I take my time to see how they make me feel. I like to take my time to see if I even like that person, because chances are you're so caught up in getting the validation from that person that you don't even notice the red flags. So let's see what the tarot says. We'll get into it. I appreciate your energy. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a great Monday. If you need a more in-depth reading, you can email me. I do live chat readings and I do recorded messages, or I can send you a text message via email. All right, so for Amira, what's this person's name? Amira wants to know, how does Whaley currently consciously feel? Six of Pentacles. I'm going to pull another card for that. You think your mom would like him? All right. Honestly, I know it sounds silly, but it really helps me eliminate a lot of people, because I don't come from a place of thinking about, oh, they're so hot, I hope they like me back. I don't care. I don't need the validation on my looks. I can get catcalled any day of the week by construction workers. I want to know if I can trust this person. I want to know if they're going to be there for the long haul. That's what I'm looking for. Adriana says, I'm just here to hear what the spirits want to say. No problem. So for Amira, we got the Six of Pentacles. I don't really like that, because in this deck it means bored. So I think he feels ignored right now. How does this person consciously feel? I think this person thinks you're ignoring them. I don't know if you've given this person the cold shoulder or not. Believe it or not, this guy, Amira, thinks that you're giving him the cold shoulder. If you notice here, it's not about gender, but I take messages directly from the drawings because there's a message in there. Of course, this isn't really for YouTube. all right, because there's nudity here. But in both images, the woman isn't looking at the man. She's not looking at him. She's not giving him attention. I think this person thinks you're ignoring him. You didn't message them back yet. Well, he feels ignored. If you want to know how he consciously feels, he thinks that you're bored with him, that you don't like him, or that you're mad at him. That's how he feels. So if you like him, message him back. Don't play that waiting game. That's just another game. If you like someone, you're going to message them as quickly as you're able to. And hopefully you can keep that rhythm. All right? That's the only way to maintain that rhythm. I watched this YouTuber called Matthew Hussey, and he's a dating expert. If you really want to know, he says that you don't mirror the other person, but set the pace. Lead by example. In other words, if you want to be ignored for a few days, ignore the person for a few days. If you want someone to message you right away, message them right away. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You have to lead by example. Okay? None of this, we're going to ignore each other. I'm going to act like I'm too good for them. Oh, they didn't message me back. I'm going to hold them. These are all games. And if you do that, you will get the same in return. So, this person thinks you're ignoring them. They think that maybe you lost interest. They think that you don't like them anymore. So, I would say message them, okay? Because I think this person they're gonna eventually lose interest because they think that you've lost interest. You gotta keep the conversation going. You gotta set up dates. You gotta act the way that you want them to be treated. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's pretty simple, actually. I hope that answered your question. If you need a deeper in-depth reading, email me. Who is next in the chat room? I don't know what time it is in the world. I know what time it is here. It's the afternoon here. Dama says, good evening. I have two guys in my energy. I'm not sure which one is true for me. Alina says, oof, yeah, I don't want him doing the same. Yeah, I'll talk to them. Exactly. The only way to know how someone feels about you is to ask them directly, in person. Because if you ask them in person, you can read their body language and they can't avoid you and they can't text you. Fakeness. So ask the person, talk to them, develop a rapport, suss them out, see how the mom feels. All right? Thelma has a question about two guys. She says, I'm not sure which one is truly for me. Also, first thing I would say about that, Thelma, is if you can't decide, then maybe none. Noise. If you can't decide, then maybe none of them. Love triangles are for the weak and weary. So, but, you know, you can take some time to meet this person. Girly Sunday says, will I meet my future boyfriend in November? Okay, so we're asking Thelma's question. I want to see what the tarot says about this situation. If there's one person that you like more and that you're leaning towards, I would say ask, does this person like me? You're gonna get a mixed bag response from the tarot. If you ask, you have to ask very direct questions to get the most out of the tarot. As specific as possible. Especially because it's not gonna give me a name. So for Thelma can't choose. What's the advice here for Thelma? Okay, so one is an Aries and one is a Capricorn. So Thelma, you got 3 cards in reverse. This is telling me the first things first. Temperance in reverse. This is saying to be patient. First things first, be patient. Make sure that you're tempering your emotions. All right, don't be impatient. Don't be in a rush. Because honestly, the slower that you go, one of them's going to lose interest eventually. Especially if you're not intimate with them. 10 of Wands in reverse. Be patient. Don't be intimate with either of them as of yet. because you haven't chosen. It would just be cruel to do that, actually. The way that I see it is energy entanglement's a very dangerous thing. I say it all the time. If you're going to be intimate with someone, you better make sure that you know them, because you're going to take on all of their flaws. Don't rush into that. Don't rush into the intimacy. Take your time. Take the pressure off. Ten of Wands in reverse is like, I haven't chosen what I want yet because I'm taking my time. The Five of Wands in reverse. Because there's two men that you're talking to, that can cause a lot of petty conflicts and jealousy and rivalries. So with the Five of Wands in reverse, you want to make sure that you're honest with these fellas and you tell them, because you don't want people fighting over you. You don't want two men fighting for your... I know that looks all good and glamorous, but it's actually really... I don't want to offend you, but it causes a lot more drama than it's worth to sneak around. So make sure that you're open and honest with these people. You tell them, I'm taking my time, and I don't want to rush into intimacy yet, but also I don't want there to be any jealousy or drama. So I'm going to be upfront about how I feel. So if you're able to employ all of these different tactics and you come at these two individuals from a place of patience, from a place of taking the pressure off, but not rushing into intimacy, not pitting one man over the other. We're just here, enjoying each other's company. One will remain. In fact, they might both leave. So do that. Take your time. Get to know them. Don't sleep with them. Don't play one over the other. Let them know. See what happens from there, okay? Yeah, if you think about it, because it's socially acceptable for men to see other women, it's not usually acceptable for women to do it, but it's also not right for anyone to do things behind the other person's back, unless you just want a casual hookup, because then that's fine. But if you do eventually want to be intimate with one of them, then you need to start having honest and open communication. You gotta talk more than you ever have. Healthy relationships are not easy. Why do you think there's a revolving door? Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of open, transparent conversations, more open than you've ever probably been in your life. So do that and see what happens. Most importantly, though, be patient and don't be intimate with any of them until you make up your mind, because that's going to complicate things and create jealousy and possessiveness and a drama and a headache that you want to avoid. You're welcome, Thelma. Good luck. Don't rush into anything. Okay, so there was another question in the chat. Thank you for your energy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, Girly Sunday said, will I meet my future boyfriend in November? Okay. Simple yes or no question. Well, I'm gonna ask this. How much effort are you putting in to meeting new people? Are you still hung up on your ex? Are you on the apps? Do you go to functions? Do you openly go up to the people that you're interested in? Because if you aren't, I would recommend doing those things, because that is how you receive love, is you give it. And we have to learn how to give love in a detached manner so that you don't get attached to someone who isn't interested back. That is the goal. All right, for Bloody Sunday, will she meet someone in November? So we have the Strength coming out. The Strength and the Eight of Swords. So there's a potential, but I'm leaning more towards a no. And I'll tell you why. It's because you have some anxiety. Are you still in the chat? Thank you, Adriana. Girly Sunday, are you still in the chat? Before I read your cards, I want to make sure that you're present in the room. I'm not hung up on an ex and I talk to guys I'm interested in. Awesome. So, it does look like, I would say probably not in November. The strength, it might happen more towards the summer. If you want a time estimate, strength is Leo. I think Leo's the summer, so I'm thinking more towards August. The reason that I'm saying no, probably not in November, is because there's something that you're dealing with here. Eight of Swords with the Devil. It could be negative thought patterns. Yes, I see you, Girly Sunday. I see. Hi, Brandon. We'll get to you next. So, Girly Sunday, I don't think it's going to happen in November. It could happen in the summer. You could meet someone in the summer, to answer your question. I hope that helps. Like I said before, it does kind of look like with the Eight of Swords, there could be some anxiety that you're dealing with, or negative self-talk that you have, some kind of body image issues. There's something here that I think that you've been working hard to kind of hide from people, that I think that you need to work through. Now, I don't know you, so don't be offended. I am just trying to interpret the cards. I am just trying to, okay, yep, that's it. It doesn't look like it's happening in November. Potentially August. I hope that helps. All right, moving on. Brandon says, what's coming for me in the next couple months? You're welcome. Let me switch decks here. I've been trying to sit cross-legged, and man, are my legs falling asleep. Oh. Hello, Freya. How are you? I know. It's not a Saturday night. It's not a Sunday night when I normally do my live stream. But as I mentioned in the beginning, I just moved. Yes, of course. Now, don't forget, these questions are free for subscribers. So as long as you've subscribed, you can ask one question. Yes or no questions are easier to answer. So the more straightforward your question, the more accurate your response from the tarot will be. So Brandon had a question. We're just shuffling here. Brandon, I'm not bad. Glad to see y'all here. Brandon says, what's coming up for me in the next couple months? Looks like, Brandon, you could be dealing with some kind of disappointment or depression. Now, the Five of Cups is usually known as crying over spilled milk. As you can see, it's a mermaid, and she's drowning her sorrows a little bit. You could be drowning your sorrows a lot, so I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like you're dealing with some disappointment. I'll get one more card for you. For Brandon, why is the Five of Cups here? Well, it to me looks like you're moving on from a very difficult situation. You could have had a painful breakup or just something difficult that you're going through. You could be feeling alone. You could be feeling isolated. It looks like you're going through something very challenging here, or you got out of a messy relationship. Okay. To me, what it looks like is like you're trying to overcome feelings of sadness, anxiety, stress. Could be coming out of a very difficult transition in your life, Brandon. So, yes, it does look like you're still kind of holding on to some disappointment from something difficult that you went through. So that's what I see coming up for you in the next few months. Hopefully you can get out of that place of disappointment and isolation, whatever you went through, whatever emotional pain that you went through. I hope to see you healing from that, because whatever that ending was, that difficult period of your life, it looks like it's over. And now all that remains is just your emotions and the processing of what went down, okay? So I hope that helps. Cyber hugs for anybody going through it. We all go through it from time to time. It's a natural cycle of life. Okay. Did I miss anyone else? I hope that helps, Brandon. It just kind of looks like you're processing some heavy stuff, and hope that you can get through that in the next couple of months. Freya Edits says, I'm looking for a job, so what's coming towards me regarding that? Like, will I get a good job next? Will that be soon? All right. I gotta stretch my legs. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to sit cross-legged. Oh my god. Okay, so Freya Edits. Let me just shuffle really quick and I'll answer your question. Where is everybody in the world? What are you guys all doing? Is anybody at work watching me? I remember I used to be at work and I would sneak YouTube. I would watch the tarot readers when I had a chance. When no one was looking, I would just watch tarot on YouTube while I was working. I remember those days. I remember. I don't really watch that much tarot anymore. Probably because I'm not waiting for some knight in shining armor to sweep me off my feet. But anyway, one of my favorite tarot readers is Sassy Scorpion Tarot. I like watching. I feel like she's got highbrow tarot because she used to be a therapist. So check her out. Freya Edits. I don't necessarily see a job right now. 6 of Wands in reverse and the Death in reverse. It looks to me like you're resisting something. It looks to me like you're resisting some kind of change here. 6 of Wands in reverse is feeling like a lack of recognition. I'll get. Why is the Death here in reverse? So if there was something that ended, like a job, I feel like it's just kind of saying that like it's been difficult for you to embrace the change of this. You could get something. It looks like there's going to be somebody from abroad that comes to help you. Knight of Wands. So, yeah, I think, yeah, your old job. This is really kind of talking about your old job, the 6 of Wands and the Death. I think that's talking about how it was difficult for you to let that go. Yeah, that is what it's saying here. You have to embrace the change and be excited, because what you're doing is you're holding on to the vibration of that job, and the mourning is going to cause more mourning. So what I want for you to do is to embrace the change, embrace the ending, and get excited about it. Be like, yeah, all right, I never liked Sandy and Susie, or you don't have to talk shit, but get into a different mindset, see it as a new beginning, and just try and feel good about it, because that's the vibration that you want to be on to bring things into your life. Okay, you have to develop your confidence, and you have to be open to working with new people. You could actually get a job offer online. I'm hearing that someone from abroad is going to come in to help you. It could be a masculine energy, maybe a Sagittarius. You could get a job offer or a remote job from another state or country, but first you have to get out of this old mindset and stop grieving the loss of that job. It obviously wasn't right for you, or it wouldn't have happened the way that it did, okay? So it happened for a reason. Let that go. Start getting excited about the future, and somebody's coming in to help you. It could be an employer. And I think, honestly, you might be working with the 3. We got the 3 of Pentacles coming out, so it could be like a startup company or a small company or something like that, okay? But yes, there is something coming in for you. Once you get out of that old mindset, that vibrational frequency needs to rise so that you develop your confidence for the moment. You know, the moment. In the moment. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. In the moment, my time is all to myself. In this moment, I do not slave to anyone else. In this moment, I can do what I want. Just try and think more positively about where you're at, and trust me, you'll start attracting different energy into your life. Okay, so I hope that helps, Freya. There, you could get a job offer online from someone abroad, like maybe a startup, a remote, something like that could happen for you. Shan said, just subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Did I miss anyone in the chat? Anybody at all? So yeah, Freya edits. Once you start getting into that vibration, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're not going to feel sad anymore. You got to pump yourself up every single day with affirmations. Build up your confidence. Start that company that you've always wanted to start. Shan L, yes. Go ahead and put your one question in the comment. Remember, the first question is free. The second one's $5. If you want an in-depth reading, please email me. I haven't had any one of you guys email me for a Zoom tarot reading, and it makes me sad because I will change your life. I will change your life, and it will only cost you $20. Anyways, Shan, go ahead and put your question in the chat, and I'm probably going to end this live after that. So if anybody's out there watching, hasn't gotten their question in, go ahead and get your question in. And I appreciate all of you guys for coming out on this Monday afternoon, evening, wherever it is in the world that you are. I hope that it elevated your consciousness in some way, shape, or form, and that you have a better day for it. And I am waiting for your question. Is it Shan? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Go ahead and put your question in the chat. You're welcome, Freya Edits. Is it Shan? Shan L? Lola, hello. Thank you. So get your questions in the chat box while it's hot and baking, because I am going to get out of here soon. Lola, hola. Hi. Thank you, Adriana. Have a blessed day. All right, Shan and Lola, you guys will be my last. And then I'm going to get on out of here. Liked 7 channeled messages from Joey Cameron. Thank you. Okay, Sean, go ahead and put your question in the chat, and then we'll get to Miss Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. I love that song. Ah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember who sings that song. Is it bad? It's not Lou Reed, is it? Is it Lou Reed? Anyway. La 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 la. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. Okay. I'm still waiting for Shan's question. He was before you. I'm sorry. I'm gendering you. I have no idea what your gender is. He, she, they, them. Did you get my question? Shan, I didn't get your question. Is it up in the chat? Go ahead and if you could put it back in the, if you could put it back in the chat. I seem to have misplaced your question, Shan. So if you could go ahead and put that in the chat for me, we'll get your question answered. And Lola. La 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 la. I'm gonna have to listen to that song now. What does my spirit guide want to tell me? All right, let's see. Let's get a channeled message for, is it Shan? Shane? Am I saying it wrong? Let's get a channeled message for Shane. What's up, Etis? Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so I can't take all those cards, but there is one card that pulled itself out upright, and it's the 10 of Wands. Are you a Sagittarius? The Kinks. Thank you. Roberto, please don't use all caps. We'll get to you next. Okay, so it's 10 of Wands. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. The Dragon. Okay, so I'm going to see why that's there for Shan. Yeah, well, you're a Leo. Okay, so this is fire. It's definitely pulling in the fire energy. 10 of Wands. You could be feeling overwhelmed or stressed right now. Why is the Ten of Wands here for the channeled message? Please, spirits, angels, and guides, show me the way. Two of Cups in reverse. No worries, Roberto. I'll get to you next. There's two other people in front of you. It does look like you could be feeling Two of Cups in reverse. To me, this is saying that you're feeling burdened by the lack of connection in your life. Does that make sense? I don't know if you could have had a fallout with your friends, but there's something here. Sorry, guys. There's something here about having heavy relationships, okay? So there's something here about friendships and disharmony in your friendships. So you could be having a lot of stress or responsibilities in your friend group or the people around you. It can be anybody around you. It can be a love interest. It can be a friend. It's not really talking about family necessarily. I feel like this is focusing on your friend group. So it could be time to step away from your friend group or find some new people to surround yourself with, because it just looks like you could be supporting your friends or your partner, and it could be causing some drama, or when I say drama, arguing, bickering, disharmony in your relationships right now. So this is just what it's highlighting for me. I'll pull one more card of advice. Yeah, I mean, it could just be saying that you've been taking on a lot of roles and responsibilities, like a caretaker for your friends or your partner. So it might be time to maybe take less of an active role in their lives to teach them to be more independent on themselves. All right. I hope that helps you. And it's time to start a new chapter in your life where you have healthy boundaries. Boundaries are really hard. Yes, so it honestly kind of looks like you might be ending some friendships. I hate to tell you that. I don't know. It looks like people have been relying too much on you, and your job is to put up boundaries where they need to be. It's your job to say no sometimes so that people learn to help themselves. So putting up healthy boundaries isn't selfish. It's actually very difficult to put up boundaries. It's easier to just do for someone than it is to see them struggle, than it is to see them suffer, than it is to see them leave you because they only were sticking around for the help that you were providing them. It's very hard to say no, but it's important. If you really want to help your relationships, say no more. If you really want to say no, say no. In fact, before you respond to anyone, if you're a recovering people pleaser like myself, give yourself a few minutes before you respond to any request. Because if you're quick to say yes, you could regret it later because you don't even know what you're saying yes to. So give me a minute. Let me think about it. Before you say yes to anyone at all, give yourself a minute. Think about if you really want to do that or if you're just doing it to please someone else. Okay, because it's actually very controlling to be a people pleaser. And I know that it seems like we're being generous all the time, but actually we're trying to get something. We're trying to get love and validation. So anyway, I hope that helps. Time to get some healthy boundaries in your relationships. Okay, so who's next? Who's next? Hello, Reaction King. Lola says, good sound words of wisdom. Okay, Lola, I see your question is next, so we're going to do Lola and Roberto and then Reaction King. I see y'all there. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your energy. Thanks for your likes and subscribe. And I know, Lola, your question is here. I'm just looking for it. You were asking about somebody's Joey. Lola wants to know about Joey's feelings. All right. Let me switch decks. La 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 la. I love that song. I have to listen to it now. Okay. What are Joey's feelings for Lola? Let's see. What would your mom say about Joey? Would your mom like Joey? Reaction King says Joey is a player we all know from the TV series. And which TV series is that? Which TV series is a Joey on? If we follow any TV show, all men are players. Friends? Oh! How did I forget about Friends? Peanut butter fingers, right? Peanut butter fingers. All right, as I said before, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care if you're a they or them. I don't care what your gender profile is. Ask yourself, if this person you're crushing on, would your parents approve of this person? So, and don't be rebellious about it either, because your parents usually have your best interests at heart unless they're toxic or unhealthy. Okay, thanks, Lola. I'm shuffling here to get your answer. Lola, would your parents approve of this Joey character? How does Joey feel about Lola? Parents are just like jealous friends. Don't listen to them? Reaction King. That's not true. Okay, so for Lola, 4 of Wands. I feel like this person wants to invite you out somewhere. Where did you guys meet? Because the 4 of Wands, I typically see the 4 of Wands as a celebration. I feel like they want to invite you out somewhere. 4 of Wands. I think this person has amorous feelings. This Joey character has amorous feelings towards Lola. Do you see what they're doing in that picture? It's really not appropriate for YouTube. But 4 of Wands is Zeus card stand, $20. This is a ceremony. Oh my God. Listen, Lola. Joey does not have the best intentions of heart, okay? The devil. This person's very attracted to you, okay? There's no doubt in my mind that this person has got some attraction towards you, okay? Now, the second question is $5. But how do they feel about you lusty? This person feels very lusty. Joey is lusting after Lola as we speak. Does that answer your question? Are you there? This person likes you. They're very attracted to you. So, of course, when you first meet someone, you know, you base everything off of their look. So, Lola, Joey is very attracted to you. The devil, in fact, has very lusty feelings towards you. He's probably had some fantasies about you. So, I don't know if they have any other feelings down deep. The 4 of Wands does talk about a proposal. So, he might, I don't know how long you've been dating. I don't know the situation. But it means Lola is attractive for sure. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, let's not be shallow here. I really don't like that. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You can love someone for who they are on the inside, regardless of their external beauty. But either way, Lola, this person's attracted to you. They might want to take you out somewhere. And if you've been dating for a while, then they might want to pop the question. I don't like promising to somebody that I don't know that they're going to get engaged. The 4 of Wands can sometimes be seen as an engagement. But either way, they are attracted to you. And I don't know. Time will tell if they want to put a ring on it. Okay? La 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 la. Thank you. And who's next? Who's next? I think Roberto. Is it? Am I saying that? You're welcome. Okay. Reaction King is blowing up comments. You're funny. Okay, so who's next? Roberto, are you still in the chat? You want to know about your financial future? If you're still there, we'll do your question. Lola says, sounds good, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Pour some water on Joey. Let's get him an ice bath stat. He needs to calm down. I'm just kidding. I'm just making a joke. Read my Lola reading. That's funny. Reaction King, he doesn't even need tarot cards to tell you what's going on. He just has that psychic force. He's got telepathy. Didn't you say you were a Pisces? Pisces is the psychics of the zodiac. So maybe we should be asking you to read our tarot. I can take a break. If you have all that water in your chart, how do you get anything done? Because you're just living in your mind all the time, reading people's thoughts and everything. Pisces and Cancer both? Wow. How do you get anything done without weeping constantly? Crying in the corner because Sarah thought in his head that you're a nerd. I'm just kidding. I know what it's like when you can hear people's thoughts, and when we have empathy like that, you can sometimes hear their thoughts. It's challenging. Yes, it is. Is Roberto still in the chat? If not, we're going to do his financial future. I know, I get sidetracked. If Roberto's still in the comments, please put it in the comment. Otherwise, we'll move on. Did you have a question, Reaction King? Ugh. I know. We have to look at your whole birth chart. Can't just look at one placement. Didn't you ask that last time? We'll ask again. Who am I to judge? Okay, Roberto. Hi. We're going to see about your financial future. Let me just get a good shuffle on to clear out the energy. What time is it where everybody's at? I'm just curious where everybody is in the world. What time zone everyone's in. I think I'm in mountain time. It's mountain time because I just left California, which was Pacific Standard Time. And I think now I'm in mountain time. Dude, I get confused. I don't know because now it's 2 hours later than what it would normally be. Okay, so it does kind of look like for Roberto, we got the High Priest. We got the High Priest. We got the Hierophant here. It does look like you're doing a rain dance. So, 351. Ah, okay. It does look like you're doing the rain dance here, Roberto. So, the way that I see this is it kind of looks like you could be doing some rituals to bring in money. Okay? Are you religious or spiritual? Because this is talking about... I see the Hierophant as very religious. I see it almost as like the clergy. I know a lot of tarot readers will say that this talks about commitment. Actually, that's not really what it means. Okay. Oh, you're a Taurus? Well, this is a Taurus energy right here. So this is you. Taurus people are very, very loyal. In fact, they're kind of I know this is controversial because people will say that the Capricorns are the king of the pentacle, but I actually think that Tauruses are the king of the pentacle. So it would make sense for you to be thinking about your future. Central Standard. That's not Mountain Time. It's Central Standard. Oh, my God. Okay, Roberto, it looks like you've been praying for money. You can continue to pray. Give me another card on Roberto's financial future. 6 of Cups. Are you trying to provide for children? Oh, here's swords, alien. So I don't know if sometimes I see the 3 of Swords, alien, as, I don't know if are you in a country other than the country that you're from? But sometimes when I see that, it's like I've moved to a different country. I'm an expat in another country. So it's not really giving me anything about your money. It's actually talking about your spirituality. It's also talking about you feeling alienated and cut off from your family. So it's kind of, it's not talking about money at all right now. I don't know why. So it's highlighting your spirituality. I think the key for you, Roberto, is to get back into the church or praying, whatever it is that you do that's spiritual. You need to get back into it because it looks like you've fallen out of it. The high priestess in reverse, you're not listening to God. You're, whatever that connection that you have to divinity. I know a lot of people don't believe in God. I myself, and I'm not going to talk about politics or religion right now. What this is saying is that you've lost your connection to whoever you pray to. This is saying you're not listening. It's like you're getting messages in your dreams or daydreams. You're being given the answer, but you're not listening. So next time that you pray, please write down your thoughts during and after the prayer session. You need to start listening to, when you pray, you need to start listening, okay? Because you're going to lose that connection. Hi, P. So, Roberto, I hope that this makes sense. The key to your financial future, to being able to provide for whoever it is that you're providing for, is to start listening when you pray. Start listening to source, to God, to yourself after. All right? Because you're going to be the person who is going to get yourself out of the trouble that you're in. So continue to pray and make sure you listen to the answers that you get. You have to follow the advice from divinity when it's provided to you. Otherwise, you're just going to turn your back on it, because it kind of looks to me like you've been turning your back on your spirituality. You haven't been praying as much. So to continue to do that and to make sure you listen, and that will help you to work through feeling isolated, feeling stressed out by whatever you have going on. Okay? Listen to your intuition, because that's God talking to you. Whatever you believe in. I like to call it source because I don't really know what's out there. So I hope that helped. It just kind of looks to me like you're going to continue to struggle if you don't listen when you talk to your higher power. Okay? Anyway, okay, moving on. I see a bunch of people in the chat there. I was going to get off, but I'm doing good. How are you, AA? Hello, P. Hello. Reaction King wants to know about their money. All right. Let's see. You're welcome. I know it doesn't always give the answer that we think it's going to give us. But, yes, gotta listen. Okay, for Reaction King. Are you still there? We will see. Let's get a good shuffle. It was raining. It's not raining. Yes, P. Go ahead and put your question in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If anybody wants to donate to help your girl out, help to pay for the internet so that I can provide you more free questions. You know, it's not free for me. So I would absolutely love it if you guys could find it in your hearts to donate $1 or $2 so that I can keep bringing you the free readings, because it does cost me money actually to provide these to you. Gotta pay for the internet. Absolutely. You can donate or you can purchase a reading. That would really help me out a lot. My name is, I know that you told me your name before and I forgot. I'm so sorry. We're going to see if Reaction King's money continues. Okay, are you still there, Reaction King? Dun, 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 dun. This is just a little mood music while I wait for the people to confirm that they're still there in the chat. Dun, 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 dun. Are you still there, Reaction King? If not, I'm going to go to the next person in the chat room. Hello? Hello? Are you still in there? Are you still there? Okay. If not, I will skip you. We can always come back to you. I'm moving on to P. Prabha says, is my health going to be okay? I'm a bit worried. Okay, so Reaction King, we're going to skip you. It looks like you're going to be struggling with money, though. So, all right, P, you want to know about your health. And then we're going to get on out of here. All right. Let's get a good shuffle. We will answer, is it Praha? I just know that I'm saying it wrong, so I apologize. But I'll try. Prabha, is the B silent? Is it Pra? I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best. That's a unique name. I've never heard it before. It's very pretty. All right, let's see. For Pra, you want to know about your health. Let's see P's health. So Queen of Wands, it's fine. H is silent. Prob, okay, so Prob, the Queen of Wands. So this is the Queen of Wands. There could be, I feel like this is a female doctor. Prob, okay, this could be a female doctor or physician. There's a feminine energy here who is trying to help you. So, this is actually highlighting your mental health. So I think a lot of your physical health are actually mental manifestations of your mental health. So you'll hear me talk about this all the time. If you want your physical health to be good, your mental health has to be good. It all starts with our thoughts. It does kind of look like you could be talking negatively towards yourself, and that is going to affect your health. So for Prob, it looks like you're going to, the minute that you start healing how you talk to yourself is when you'll start feeling better. Because it looks like you're dealing with some kind of, I don't like putting everybody's emotional stuff out there. This is very personal. This is a very personal message that's coming out for you. You could be dealing with some mental abuse from a feminine energy. Either that or the way that you talk to yourself is very negative and it's causing physical ailments. So it looks like you're trying to stop doing that. Eight of Swords, it looks like you're trying to free yourself of oppressive thoughts, free yourself from abuse, or separating yourself from somebody. I don't know if it's a person who's talking to you in a negative way or if you're talking to yourself that way. But the message coming through for your health is talking about your mental health, and to build up your confidence. Building up your confidence will help you have better mental health. Having good mental health helps your physical health as well. So if there is somebody who's being mean to you, separate yourself from that person. If you're not talking nicely to yourself, learn to have compassion for yourself. Learn to talk nicely about yourself, and you'll see that your physical health will be better as a consequence of you being nicer to yourself. I hope that helps. Okay, you guys. I've been on here about an hour. Sorry, so I'm going to get off of here. But Prob, it looks like your physical health will improve once you learn to block out all the negative thoughts in your head or the people who are being mean to you. It will all improve once you start having more confidence and thinking nicer, more compassionately towards yourself. So I hope that helps you guys. I am going to get off of here because I've been on for an hour. Feel free to donate me or email me if you would like a full reading. And look out for my lives. I'll see you all later. Happy Monday. Bye.